Hello and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 14th of March and this time I have some news for you regarding the Oculus Rift. As I have a few statements from the Oculus founder Palmer Luckey regarding the device, as they recently had their annual Oculus Ask Us Anything panel. Now, they discussed a few things, but one of the things was, well, the likelihood of it coming out this year, and well, while they seem confident that it's going to be the best VR device, although of course they would say that, the likelihood of it coming out this year, they seem to be shying away from that a little bit. Now, the panel started with the Vice President of Product, Nate Mitchell, reading off a few questions from the Oculus subreddit forum to Palmer Luckey himself, and the first asked was if there was a date for the consumer version of the headset. Now, Palmer had this to say, quote, "We don't have anything to announce, now is not the time nor the place, but everything is going well." Now, this was followed up with a question that asked if he still thought the Rift was the best VR headset at any price point, and also noted that, quote, he also said something that would have to go terribly wrong for the consumer Rift not to come out by the end of 2015. Does Luckey still stand by their statements? That was, of course, the question. And Luckey responded by saying, quote, "I still do believe that." And that was, of course, regarding the quality. "I still stand by that. I'm pretty confident, but that could change. I'd love for it to change because it means there is something even better out there, but I think that's unlikely right now." However, he was, as I said at the beginning of the video, not quite so willing to stand by his comments about the fact that the device is going to be out this year, most likely. And he went on to say, quote, "I did say that the comment about the 2015 release date before we made lots of changes to our roadmap. We've expanded a lot of the ambition we had around the product and what we wanted to do. Us partnering with Facebook has allowed us to do a lot of things we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise, like hiring 300 people to work on getting the Rift out as quickly as possible to the quality level we wanted to. I can't comment on the date one way or another in either direction, but I can say that nothing is going horribly wrong. Everything is going horribly right." Now, I can imagine that the announcement regarding the Valve Vive VR device has sent them back to the drawing board. Of course, they now have another major competitor on the board, and it is competing for the PC space. Of course, we do have a few VR devices around, but the two main competitors before Valve entered the field were, of course, Sony and Oculus. And, of course, Sony are doing PS4, Oculus are doing PC. So they didn't really have a PC thing to worry about so much. But now, Valve have entered the ring. And they are, of course, an extremely heavy hitter, and the Vive is looking like a really good device. So that probably made them go, "Oh God, they're doing X, Y, and Z, so we need to change A, B, and C," or whatever. So I can imagine that that's probably added some things to the timeline. So basically, he hasn't said that it's not going to come out this year, he just doesn't seem quite as confident that it's going to come out this year. So yeah, we just don't know, unfortunately. The interesting thing as well is that we actually have a set release date, or at least a release window for the Vive, that being November of this year. So yeah, Oculus are probably feeling the pinch right now, and they probably want to get the Oculus out this year if they can. They're not going to want to delay it because, well, they need to be out around the same time as the Vive, otherwise Valve are going to get a huge head start. So yeah, it's definitely getting interesting, it's definitely heating up for the Oculus, and that is exactly what we want. More competition breeds innovation, as I have said many times now. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.